What's good, mob? Back again with another reaction. And in this video, Death Row Records become the streets, according to DJ Quick. I don't think a record company can become the streets. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. Who am I to say? Yo, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Let's get your boy subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I see the analytics. Like 98% of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed. Subscribe. Let's get this video cracking.
DJ Quick reflects on the demise of Death Row and says that Suge just went left on everybody. Hey, what's up? I'm A-Dub, and check this out. DJ Quick spoke about the famous record label during his recent visit to Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson's All the Smoke podcast. He was signed to Death Row in the 1990s after already having success on his own, and even stayed on after Snoop Dogg, Corrupt, Nate Dogg, and others left. When asked about his time there, he noted that it had its moments, like getting to hear Dr. Dre's The Chronic before the rest of the world, but otherwise wasn't being ran right.
Sometimes it was cool, and then it just became the streets. All the stuff that I got away from, all the gangbanging and all of that, just met me right there head on at the office. You know, it was like, it was hood shit, and you had to kind of be hood to deal with it, because they were in there, them niggas was detecting fear. They just wanted to see if you was scared, you know, if they could make you feel some kind of way. It's like that energy doesn't go with writing songs. Songwriting is a beautiful process, you know what I mean? And it's a lot of thought involved. You got guys in here gangbanging and shit and threatening you, you know what I mean, and saying crazy shit. It was dangerous, and it didn't have to be, because it was the greatest record company at one point in the world. It was going to be the biggest thing in the game, but just the ego of the boss, you know. And you never wanted to get on nobody's bad side. It was just walking on eggshells all the time. A bunch of anxiety, you know, bunch of nervousness, a bunch of, you know, people in there playing like they tough just so they don't get punked. And it's like,
I'm not gonna lie, that don't make a good workplace. You know what I'm saying? If you have to deal with people who are always trying to have like a measuring contest with everybody else in the room just because they want to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even call it prideful, but I just call it like he's trying to show off too much. Like, he has something to prove. It's like, nah, bro, like, be yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's usually all the people who brag and talk the most are usually the ones who they hit the yard and they flip. That's all I gotta say. Those of y'all who've been locked up know what I'm talking about.
that wasn't it. I signed up for some bullshit when I went in there. I'm like, why did I even come over here? I got my own shit. I got my own label. You know, I got my own record company and whatnot. But again, sometimes it was cool. Like when Pac came through, that was dope. You know what I mean? Being in there watching, you know, I used to go to the studio when Dre was working on Doggy Style, just letting us hear snippets of it. And I'm just sitting in there with my wig blown back at just the quality of this shit, man. Going on Larry B, like Dre called me up there. They giving me cassettes of The Chronic before it came out. So I'm rolling around with The Chronic in my car, and everybody's like, what is it? You know, you the man when you got some shit like that, straight out the motherfucking building. And I didn't know the Chronic was gonna be that, but it did. It ended up becoming a fucking juggernaut of hip hop. But it just seemed like Suge he just went left on everybody, bro. You know, threatening niggas, punching niggas, beating up niggas. It's like, I ain't come here to be no punching bag, y'all.
In early 2022, Snoop Dogg became the new owner of Death Row after acquiring the rights from MNRK Music Group, formerly E1 Music. Just this week, the rap legend inked a deal with former Apple executive Larry Jackson to distribute Death Row Records' iconic catalog to the masses. 2 future albums from Snoop Dogg in distributing Death Row's catalog, which includes Snoop's Doggy Style, Dr. Dre's The Chronic, and Tupac's All Eyes on Me, are among the first slate of projects that have been announced. But what do you think about what DJ Quick had to say about Suge Knight and Death Row Records? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.
Hey, I don't know. There's a lot of I don't even get into that. They try to bring the streets into like a professional environment, which at that point, people who are too street become a liability. You know what I'm saying? If you're thinking about it in the business perspective. Hey, but I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Get your boy up. Catch you on the next one. We out.